Do you remember the movie Groundhog Day? Or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? All these movies that are about, or Sliding Doors, all these movies that are about possibilities, predictabilities, and uncertain futures. And yes, deja vu. It's like repeating itself over and over again. Look at this. This is doing my head in. And I have to say this, they are going to try the whole scenario again. This is their way of leading up to it. They've got to, they know everyone has a memory. Everyone vividly recalls what happened, the backlash from the government, the overreach of the media, the police, the indoctrination, the humiliation, the isolation, the segregation, all these horrible words. This government did this to us. And now they're going to try to do it again. And a lot of people still remember. It wasn't that long ago that it happened, but the world has got so many confusing things, from the Atlas comet thing to the orbs up in the sky, now to all of this people that didn't have babies and they're all not clone children, but they're all surrogate children, or they're transgender and they've been males or they're females and they don't have the right body and the right genes, but they pretend that they are. And I'm talking about Prince Harry and Meghan. Yes, she was never pregnant. She had done things with Prince Andrew way before she met Harry. She was not a very, very nice girl. She was a bit of a tramp. There's a word that's called SLUT, and that was what she was. And she just wanted the fame. But anyway, we're not supposed to be talking about that. But that's just to say, all of these things are all happening at once. And then you get information like this. I've been sitting on this now for 5 days. I've tried to do this video about 4 times, but I can't find the words because it's just embarrassing to even have to do this, that people are going to fall for this bullshit again. Listen to this. People vaccinated against COVID-19 have lower risk of death regardless of the cause. Study. Can you believe that? They're saying that it doesn't matter if you had at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 treatment, that you've got less likely chances of dying. And remember, less likely, probably less likely, plausible. But anyway, let's listen to this. And it doesn't want to play. Okay, well, we won't listen to it. Okay, adults who received at least 1 dose of the vaccine, I'm just going to call it gene therapy because it was not a vaccine. It still is not a vaccine. It is gene therapy. Regardless, have a lower risk of death regardless of the cause, a new study has found. People who received at least 1 dose of the mRNA death shot had lower risk of death from all causes compared to unvaccinated people or untreated people, a new French study has shown. Can you believe this? They're really saying this, and they're expecting people to believe it. Can you believe it? They are saying people, I cannot believe the lies, deception, and bloody gaslighting that they're giving here. The European Union had 976 million people, or doses that were administered, and then tens of more millions of boosters each season. And they did a study of age between 18 and 59, found that treated individuals had a 74% lower risk of death from sudden severe COVID, and 25% lower risk of all-cause mortality. So how does that work? Well, it doesn't work because it just means that they're not going to do any tests. Remember the whole time when the whole situation was live, and I just saw the active time it was live. And if you died of being a bear came and ate you, we don't have bears here in Australia, but say you were in America and a grizzly bear came and got you, and you bled out, and they came and they found your body, and they just did a compulsory PRC test on you, and they would amplify it that many times that it would come back saying that yes, you had COVID-19, and they'd put you down as a COVID death. And that's the whole scenario. So it was either died with or died from. So you either died with COVID or you died from COVID. There's a huge different variation between that. It's like, I died of food poisoning, but I didn't eat the rotten food. It's this leaves this ambiguity and this area of uncertainty where it can be misinterpreted or the data can be analysed in many different ways to suit whichever purpose you want it to be. And that's called confirmation bias. And that's what you'll do. You'll find all the information to back up what you're saying because you think that is the correct answer. And that's exactly what I do. I'm serious, but no, I'm a realist. I look at both sides. But this here is just absolutely ridiculous. So they're trying to say that all these people that were treated between May and October 21 and 559 were untreated, and they had a median. So they're showing some data as of the blah 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 of 45 months, and the study examined about the mRNA on the active general population. The participants were no older than 59 years old, meaning the findings do not directly apply to the older age group from the people that are more at risk of COVID-19, which is very, very true. So you notice that they always choose the numbers of people, the ages of people that are really, really healthy. So when they look at the study, they can have the biggest number of people, but they're the people that were, we found that 25% less people drowned, because they took a booster. What they don't tell you is the study that they did was in Africa and there was no water. So how are they going to drown? You know what I mean? You look at the numbers and you go, holy crap, look at the figures here. If I take this treatment and I keep taking it, I've got more life in me. I've got less chances of dying, of drowning and all this stuff. So they'll just fudge the numbers. It's ridiculous. And I can't believe people are going to fall for it. So do not fall for it. They're going to start doing it all over again. They are going to. This is obviously an explanation about it. And then, excuse me. And there was something else as well here. And this one here, we may as well stick on the whole COVID situation. This is another one that came through to me, 5 days ago. And there's a company here in Queensland is going to be doing the little clinical trial, which will be a rolling out of the little what do they call them? Little chip thing, which is basically like a Band-Aid. So this is for needle phobic people that don't like having injections, and also for climates where you don't need to have the cold, freezing environment, because the combination of the ingredients in the treatments degrades very quickly. It must be kept at a very, very cold temperature to remain stable. And they found that, in climates like tropical areas or monsoonal areas like being here in Queensland, where we're in summer at the moment, it's extremely warm, it's quite humid, and it's not a very good place to be putting something that's going to be degradable. It needs to be kept in an icicle area. So with this here, they don't need to do any of that. See, and they're going to use a robotic line. So once again, they're going to remove all the human interaction with it. It's going to be a robot machine that creates these little, what are they calling them? Little patch, micro array patch. And they've been trying to roll these out, any way to get the treatment into you. So you've got all this graphene in you so they can use you as an antenna and they can track you and monitor you and do all these weird stuff to your body with these self-manufactured products in your body, self-assembling. So it's really, really scary. And to find that they're trying to roll this out, they're putting this in the news. So you've got, you've got more chance of living if you take the vaccine, the gene therapy. If you take it, you'll live longer. And also, you don't have to worry about getting a needle. We'll just give you one of these patches and it will slowly drip the medicine into you over your body. So they're going to keep going for it. It's not going to stop. So don't listen to them, okay? Be strong. Do not listen to them. Do not listen to them. Do not listen to them. They tell porky pies. And they can't even get their stuff to work. How rubbish are they? How rubbish are they? No, it doesn't even want to play. No. Smack it in the face. Doesn't even want to play. There we go. How rubbish is it? It doesn't even want to play. Ah, what a load of garbage. But anyway, take care. Bye.
Hail Satan. Hail Satan.